Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Pisces Sun, Moon, and as well Pisces Rising. Weekly General Tarot reading February 8th up until February 14th, 2021. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me, guys, or want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below. And there you are going to see a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being said, let's move to the reading straight away. And the first card, which is into the Pisces week, that is going to be the Two of Pentacles. Follow next, we do have the Temperance. Afterwards, that is to be the Queen of Swords. Then what we do have is going to be the World card, the Fool card, I'm sorry. So we do have the Fool card. And the last one for you Pisces, which is going to be the end of the week here, that is to be the Page of Wands. So these five cards, it is what we do have for you. Let me check, can you see them well? These five cards, yeah. Okay, so right at the start of this week for you guys, Two of Pentacles is going to be a period of time where you are to see that the plans you do have in terms of how to tackle with the, if you will, the chores, if you will, with the task, with the project, or in generally how to address the week itself, they are not ideal. So in other words, what you have anticipated to do, or how you have anticipated to do it, it's not the ideal way of undertaking, you know, your responsibilities, of undertaking your chores as well, and in generally of addressing the situation. That is because with the Two of Pentacles, you are to see that there are a lot of flaws into what you are anticipating to do and how the things could develop. That is because some of your concepts upon the situation have been based on a previous development, and the development is now pretty advanced, and you have to change those concepts, or in other words, being in tune with the reality of the situation. That being said, you are to do a really good job into it, and you will become very adaptable, seeing where the flaws are into your plans, you know, or into your career or into your relationship, and being able to address those flaws. Now, on another perspective, Two of Pentacles also points that many of the plans of yours are going to have a lot of gaps that needs to be filled up with additional activities, you know, and in generally with a productive enterprises. Bottom line with the Two of Pentacles, it is that there are to be some quite, how can I say, unexpected sways of the plans you have. And while some of you guys may look at them as a pretty irritating aspect of their week moving forward, some of you are going to see them as a quite of a fortunate circumstances, for those sways of the plans are also opening up on an opportunity for a small things to be accomplished. And who knows, one of these small things may lead to another, then to another, and become a big, how can I say, a big opportunity for you. And right after that, we do have the Temperance. And Temperance here, it does describes how you're going to tackle with those changes into plans. So let's kind of like classify it like that. Changes into plans. So Temperance here points that your you addressing those changes into the plans is going to be in a very accurate state. I was about to say mild, but it is not exactly mild. It's more like a accurate state, knowing where and when what to invest, either as a aggression, either as a kindness, either as a money as well. With the Temperance, you are always going to find a way to sort the things around exactly as they should be sorted. You are going to have no problem as well tackling with the new chores that may appear. You will have no problem as well with letting go emotionally, that is, with the old chores that are to disappear, because these are the changes I'm talking about here. Some things are going to drop off the platter, replaced by another. They're not going to be a big things, okay, but still some of you Pisces may see it very, very annoying. No different than being scheduled a romantic dinner and the person of interest calls you and tells you, you know, we cannot do it at 8 o'clock, we have to do it at 9:30 o'clock. And that's a change of plan that may annoy you. But hey, you gotta do what you have to work with what you can, right? So you have to immediately adapt for the new time that they're gonna tell you, or you can completely, you know, let go of. So for such kind of a changes we're talking about, and instead of addressing them with complete indifference, or instead of addressing them with complete how can I say, overperformance or aggression, here you will know exactly how to how can I say, how to address that change, in a sense of that the change is going to produce the results desired. So you are always going to be able to find the, like I said, the accurate approach toward the situations. And there is a more philosophical meaning here with the temperance, and that is your personal understanding that things, they never go by a plan. Even now I can think of the first law of Murphy, right? If something happens the way it is supposed to from a first try, then you have made a grave mistake somewhere along the way, right? Because never things happen from a first try as they are supposed to. And that is what you're going to face throughout this week, but that is not something that you can die for, can die from, or something that you should kind of like take as a personal thing. It's just that that is how the universe operates, and you definitely can align toward the new follow-up, or toward the how can I say, yeah, the new chain of events that it is to set up for you. And like I said, that new chain of events are going to leave a room for a new opportunities for you to explore. And right after you setting yourself correctly in terms of the new aligned plans, we do have the Queen of Swords, which is a person stepping up. Now that could be someone you know, or it could be someone brand new as well. So Queen of Swords, these are a very emancipated people. These are a people who always know what to do in any kind of a situations, in any kind of a circumstances. And it looks like a lot to you here, Pisces, because this is what you learned to do at the start of the week, or you had to learn to do. And you are very alike into that situation. So what kind of a partnership is going to arise from that? I cannot be sure. It will be different type of partnership for either of you. But one is certain here, this Queen of Swords comes into your life, if not anything else, but to teach you how to be adaptable, to teach you that in regardless of what situation you are being put into, okay, there is always a way out, there is always a way through, and that's, you need to how can I say, gnash your teeth, if I may say it that way, and work with what you can and push your things forward, because this is exactly how the Queen of Swords performs. And she is always I'm saying she because it's a queen, but it could be also a male in your case. She's always a winner, and that's the reality for the Queen of Swords. I was about to say another thing. For her, yeah, for her, everything boils down to information, okay? And for her, being forewarned, being a forearmed as well. So instead of freaking out about the change of plans, I do believe that this person stepping in is gonna teach you, you know, how to work with the with the newly received information from that very change of plans of yours. And right after that interaction with the Queen of Swords, we do have the World card, and that is where you do accept your environment in a brand new way, learning how not to stress yourself out because things doesn't go the way that they have been planned from at the first place, but instead learning, you know, how to make the most out of what you can work with, because at the end of the day it could turn out a better result than what you have initially planned for. The Fool card here points to a new beginning, but that is not exactly a new beginning as a new enterprise. This is a new beginning of your own personal path. This is a new beginning, learning, you know, how to, or yeah, it's like learning how to be detached from the problems, learning how to accept things as they are, learning how to be carefree, all right, learning how to be sincere, how to be pure, learning how to being more focused upon the goal you want to accomplish rather than how you are going to accomplish it. Because like I said, plans change on a fly. The universe doesn't wait for us to align to it, okay? It constantly changes, and we have to be able to keep up with it. And that is something that you're going to start doing throughout this week. And that being said, there is a very positive trait from that, from the whole thing that we do have here. And the positive trait, it is that there will be nothing that is going to surprise you anymore, and negatively, that is. Positively for sure, but negatively, no. It is because instead of looking at it as an affliction, you are going to look upon it as a some kind of an opportunity from now moving forward. And also is going to make you, Pisces, more brave to make leaps of faith, because that is one of the key words of the Fool card, taking the leap of faith. Because even if the situation goes sour at certain points, there is always a way through, which is something that the Queen of Swords, that individual, is going to teach you. And now that I think of this individual, could be your business advisor, you know, it could be as well your physician. Now that I said physician, if you had a strict plan of diet, but this week it's impossible for you to follow it for one or another reason, you know, you have to change your plans, and that physician helps you with it, and you see that, you know, the world doesn't fall apart because of it, but you actually are able to tackle with this change very, very subtly, and as well very, very successfully also. And right after you looking upon the world from that very carefree, sincere, and open perspective, we do have another individual for you, Pisces, stepping in. And again, I cannot say what kind of an interaction you're going to have with this one, because this individual, the Queen of the Page of Wands, sees your new nature, that you are more focused upon the goals rather than how you're going to get there, and they are going to address you with something new. What that new thing is going to be is it will depend on the situation of you. It will depend on what stage you are at your life, okay? For some could be an addressing of a new business, for others it could be addressing of a new a relationship, new friendship, something new, all right? This person simply sees the potential for you to go as far as it needs to with them, all right? And they're just approaching you with their idea, they are approaching you with their passion, they are approaching you with their good news, because that is definitely going to be a good news for you. And are you going to accept it or not? It's entirely up to you. At that point, it may seems a little bit scary, because you may not be quite certain of, do you have what it takes to get there? And under there, I mean to get where the Page of Wands wants you to be at the end with them, all right? But at the end of the day, you are yet to be reminded of how strong you are. You are yet to be proven how strong you are by yourself, let alone in a cooperation with the Page of Wands as well. And pretty much that's the weekly tarot reading for you, Pisces. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, guys. Just because at the start of the week you are to find that things doesn't go exactly the way you have planned or the way you want them to go, that doesn't mean that you should not, how can I say, you should not take a standpoint of being defeated. Just because they are not going the way you are anticipating, it doesn't mean that things are not going to work out. But instead of freaking out about it, instead of panicking, just mobilize, all right, and see what you can do about it, and not what you can do about to get them back into your plan, but see what you can do about adapting your plan to the flow of the events. because the flow of events is not going to adapt to your plan anymore. It should be vice versa. And that happens only if you do let go of your outdated concepts and adopt the new concepts that the environment demands. So that being said, Pisces, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it, and we shall see each other next time. Until then, bye.